Greetings everyone. I just wanted to do a fairly quick off-the-cuff video, and I hope you can't hear the computer in the background as it's still pretty loud. My book was hit, Visaria Online, by a new Amazon drama, which was books disappearing my book was down for 33 hours. Basically, if you went to the product page on Amazon.com, you'd get one of those dog pages where they can't find the item and it's got Amazon dogs or whatever there. And that was for 33 hours. I had to contact Amazon a couple of times and they claimed there was nothing wrong because on their end it was showing that my book was still for sale. A lot of other authors were hit by this as well and they got similar feedback from Amazon. Basically, it ended up being, I think they had to log out of their systems to see that the book wasn't available, and they weren't aware of that straight away. So eventually people got their books up, and they were slowly coming up all day today. Even traditional publishers, some of them were hit by this. I heard a rumour that Jim Butcher was hit by it, but I'm not positive on that. Yeah, a lot of books went down. I know of at least maybe 2 or 3 dozen people that lost books during this, including myself. My book, when it eventually came back, it had lost 60,000 in ranks and it came out at about 145,000 in the store. Basically, since I had to pull out of KU, or before I got hit per page reads last month, my book was sitting at about 3.5k in the store, and then I had to pull out of KU, and it kind of started somewhat of a free fall. I'd occasionally bounce up and down and stuff, but the general trend was it was heading toward 100k, and the last couple of days before my book went down for 33 hours, it was basically struggling to stay above maybe 80k in the store. I was usually selling 3 to 6 copies a day, mainly of Visaria Online Exile, the first one, but sometimes book 2 as well. So it was definitely a struggle keeping it there. It was mainly, probably 90% of it was the AMS ads doing the heavy work. But I mean, I was okay-ish with how much it was making. I mean, obviously, it was nothing like it was making before I got hit for page reads and all that sort of stuff. So, but I mean, if I could have kept selling 2 to say 6 copies a day and break even on ads and maybe make a few, even if it was only $2 or $3 profit a day, I was kind of happy with that because it was so much better than I had before for Visaria Online. Like I sold maybe 3 copies in January. Might have been a bit more than that, but I literally made $5 or something in all of January. So I was pretty much making that a day, even with Visaria Online only selling 3 or 4 copies. The price of the book is $3.95 now for book 1 and 2, so I make decent money off that, and I didn't see any drop in sales from when it was $2.95 to when I put it up to $3.95. Anyway, it's pretty hard for me to take that I got hit by 2 Amazon controversies within a month. The page read thing obviously got me down, and that was very hard for me for a couple of weeks, and now this new one where my book's down, and I still have to worry about losing page reads again in the next day or two. Amazon's probably, fully believe they're going to hit me again, and I'll probably, maybe the book will break even, or I don't know. It's going to cost me a fair bit to get the money I earn on Amazon into Australian dollars. So I imagine by the time the money is in my bank account, the book's going to be running at a loss, basically, which is very upsetting. But I'm trying not to dwell on that. I mean, there's not much I can do that I can't even believe the unbelievable bad luck I've had with this to be hit with. Even one thing's bad, and perhaps unlucky, but one thing would have been fine, I suppose, in the great long-term scheme of things, but to be hit with 2 things and maybe a third soon, possibly. I mean, I don't think I've been paying attention to the indie author business for the last probably 4 years now, since at least mid-2014, I think, is when I started listening to writer podcasts and all that sort of stuff. And I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that has had such a run of bad luck that Visaria Online has had. I mean, I've heard of rank stripping and people having book bubs and then getting hit for like too many page reads all at once, that type of stuff. usually they get that resolved and they move on basically. But yeah, I mean, just to be hit by two things and possibly a third, it's just crazy. I won't touch much on going wide in this video. I just wanted this to be a quick one, but going wide has definitely been a journey and it hasn't really paid off financially yet. I've sold 2 books wide and maybe had 20 downloads of a free book. I did have a well-respected USA Today best-selling author look over my books, and she gave me a lot of hints and tips, and I've implemented most of her suggestions now. I just have to see the long-term benefits of doing so. So anyway, I'll go more into in-depth on going wide later on because it is definitely a journey and it's something I want to speak about. I guess the whole Visaria online launch has definitely been a journey of a lot of highs early on and then a lot of really depressing lows. Definitely the hardest it's been since launching my books. I mean, Heir to a Lost Son didn't do anywhere near as well as I'd hoped and didn't get rated as well as I'd hoped and stuff, and that was pretty hard, but I still never questioned if I was what I was doing as a writer was, should I keep going basically like I have this last month. But I have pushed forward and I got into writing and I was back on track. And then this new thing hit me. It didn't hit me as like emotionally as hard as the page read thing, and it didn't cost anywhere near as much money either. But still, it still hurts being hit twice. Basically, it's almost like I don't want to say it, but it's almost like Amazon or something has it in for me. But plenty of other authors have been hit. I don't know if any of them got hit by page reads and then this as well. I didn't see any of that, so maybe I'm just incredibly unlucky. I don't know. I really, really, really hope I don't get hit for page reads again because as it is, Visaria Online is made over, I think it's about 1,200 Australian dollars nearly. So that would make a tidy profit once it's in my bank account, even if I lose 30% of it to fees and stuff. So anyway, this is just a quick video. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for listening. Take care.